Alrighty, and we are on. Let's see if the green screen is right this week. Okay. Yep, think that's good. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Yep, I see microphone-y things happening. Hello and happy Friday, chat. It's good to be back. Hopefully the Max gods will be friendly to us this week. If you remember last week, we had some exciting times with the PlayStation 3 controller refusing to connect, but together we persevered, and persevered. We persevered through the fear and we got there. And, that's all part of the process, as we said. But I'm now superstitious about it, and I have tested things very carefully. Um, as you can see, there are buttons happening. Alright, let's pull up the stream manager and get this party started. Yeah, let's see. Alright, I've turned off the emote only mode, and joy! So, let's start things off by just welcoming some new people. We've got a new follower from Kaneki sorry. I have to pronounce things correctly. Kaneki Senpai. Welcome from the Fruit Gang. Thanks for joining us. And Rickus, also, thank you for joining us all the way from Australia. We've got another music and programming nerd. Welcome. Thank you for joining our little gang here. And I think we're ready to get started. And I suppose just a reminder, I've got a little goal set up for the first time where if we get 10 subscriptions, we've got 3 so far. So if we get 7 more, then we'll take a little vacation and have a gaming stream one night. And we can all just chat about things and stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's open up our Max patch here. And today's mission is going to be making this interface a little bit more easy to use and making some music with it. Let's get that part of it started. Got ourselves a nice little 4 on the floor. Nice happy little 4 on the floor. And let's start off with... Holy crap, dude! Fucking A is right. Thank you for the 3 months, Teeth Engraved. We are one step closer to having me play Bloodborne or something in front of a crowd and fail at it mightily. And by a crowd, I mean like 5 people. But man, every little bit helps. Thank you so much. Let's see. So let's pull up. I'm feeling a little bit ambient tonight. Let's pull up the DX7 and make some stuff with that. Oh, not that. That's Dext. That's not what I want. Where's the DX7? That's under Roland, I think. D50. Is that what I want? I want a sip of tea. That's what I want. Oh, Arturia. Thank you. Tonight's drink of choice is Irish breakfast. Off to an auspicious start here, chat. We are beach balling already. Oh well, so how are you? Hope you guys are gonna have a fantastic weekend coming up. Come on now, don't do this, Ableton. What's the problem? Oh, it's Roland Cloud. Oh, please, come on. Can we not? Oh, well. Let's see. Drinking tea. That's the plan. We're gonna have to force quit this? Yep, we sure are. Let's quit this too, just to be safe. I said quit. Force quit. I was so ready. So ready. But I guess you can never be completely ready. Do I want to recover my work? No. No, I don't want to report a crash either. Alright. Let's try this again, chat. Open up our patch. Select our controller. We got buttons, so that didn't die. That's a good thing. Now this time, let's go into Arturia. There's the DX7. That's what I want. Thank you. I don't want to update the software center. Thank you. I just want to play with the thing. Crash and burn. Yeah. Thank you, Teeth Engraved, for the hackers reference. I wonder if we could do a watch along of Hackers sometime. It's such a classic. If you haven't seen it, you should. It's also got just such a kickin' soundtrack. Okay, let's put this on our track with our PS3 controller to start off with. And we'll enable MIDI. And let's select a preset. Like a nice cool pad. Alien strings. And let's go to our patch and select a scale. Make sure some of these basic things are happening. Let's go Aeolian. And we'll go E. And we'll come up a couple octaves. Yep, hey, it works. Sweet. Hacker Soundtrack was probably the first place I heard Orbital Halcyon on and on. Oh yeah, me too. That's, yep, totally right with you there, Teeth Engraved. That's how I found Orbital. That's fun. Cool, we've got notes. Let's find a little bit more chill of a pad. Another winter. Nice. Alright, so we've got basic stuff happening. We're going to map the joysticks in a little bit. And let's see. So one thing I want to test, we've got like a couple more features that I think we haven't moved over from our main patch. Oh yeah, Lush Pad. Oh, Teeth Engraved says Lush Pad and Exhale is a cool ambient sound. Oh yeah, we could jump into that too. I'm kind of thinking of having a couple things layered here. With a bit of adjustment. Indeed, indeed. Alright. Let's open up regular old Macs as well. And I've been kind of doing some thinking about our interface here. And I think the main thing that we want to do is take out some of the things that we had in here that were more for debugging. And it looks like Macs previously crashed. Would I like to recover my work? No. I think we're good on that. So yeah, we want to simplify and take out some of the things that we just had in here for debugging's sake. And generally make it more usable. And we'll make some music as we go with it. And we'll try not to spill our tea on any of the synthesizers we have here. So let's open up this guy first. And I just want to test something. Let's see if our toggle mode is still in here. So as I recall, we had select for all notes off. We had the L3 button, so tap the joystick to turn on toggle mode. Good, that does still work. Nice. Hey, one thing done. And then all notes off. Still works. Nice. And let's turn toggle off. Yep, we're in business. Hey, that's one thing done. The Max gods are with us so far. I said, let's open this. Hello? Hello? Where are you? Thank you. Alright, first thing that's sticking out to me, this is another easy one. These buttons here are pissing me off because they look gross. Let's make them transparent. So, where's the background color? Let's make that... Yeah. We could make it white, but let's actually just turn the opacity all the way down. There we go. That's better. And we could... Let's make the actual circle. We've got the blink color. That can stay, I suppose. Outline color. Let's make that black. Yeah, then it'll match the rest of the controller. Maybe. Actually, let's leave it gray because then it'll match the rest of our buttons. Alright, no, that's fine. That's better. Chipping away. Now let's clean this up so we can have this not falling over the edge. Yep. Take these guys. Let's scoot them up a little bit. Wonder if we could put the, Okay, here's an idea. Let's take all of these out here for a second. Just interface stuff. We're gonna make it pretty. Gotta spend a little while to do this so that it is usable, and because people get turned off to things that look complicated. There we go. So let's make these all the same size. Scoot that one over a bit. Let's put our letters inside of here, and then it'll be really clear what's happening and which one corresponds to which, and they will take up a little less space. There we go. Something like that. Let's make sure these are all ignore click, because they are just indicators. If a user clicks them and they don't do anything, but they look like they should, then the user will assume they're broken when they're not, and we don't want that. These as well. Alright. Also, let's, so now, what I want to do is take this, scoot it down and over a little bit. Let's make it... Let's move these down a bit. These have to stay with the picture. Let's make these a little smaller. X. Yep, little smaller. Want them to match our buttons. This is going to be awesome. There we go. I bet that'll do it. One at a time now. Get these lined up. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. This is fiddly. Yeah. Come on. There we go. That looks nice. There's the X. And once these are lined up, then we can move them together. O, square, triangle. We're living dangerously right now because we didn't do a save as, but sometimes that's just what you gotta do. Cool. And now we're gonna take these. Let's take these first. See if we can... These are a little too big. If I make this taller, I can't. Okay, that's fine. That's just the size of our image. No problem. Let's make our comments here a little smaller. I'm hoping to fit these up here right above the buttons they correspond to. Zoom out. And this is going to be, let's try size 8. All right, that's cool. Maybe even 6. There, some nice happy little tiny buttons. Now we get to make these a bit smaller as well. Scoot them over. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Alright, let's put them, let's try under here. Let's see how this looks. There we go. Now we're talking. But that's close to the joysticks. Let's try up here. Almost. Let's make them just a little smaller. Zoom in again. Do 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 do. Scoot this over just a bit. Do do do. This is when things do get a little fiddly, chat. And again, it's all part of the process. Once you get used to it, the last 10% of a project is sometimes the most fiddly. We're getting real close on this, and I'm kind of thinking that what we want to do is have, there we go, that's much better. Have one patch that is MIDI only like this, and then one patch that is our synth. So there's L2 and L1. Here is R2 and R1. And when this part is done, I will share it with everybody in the Discord. And then you could all play with it and send me cool things that you make. Awesome. Okay. And last thing while I'm in here is this whole bit is taking up way too much interface space. So let's think about this for a second. We want to have probably these just on top of each other, like this. I did this kind of hurriedly before. So now we're going to just slow it down a little bit. Let's move this up so they don't take up so much space. Let's make them the same size. Let's do these at the same time. Cool. There we are. Now let's fix the offset. I think you can... Oh, no, that's not what we want. Let's try -10, -10. There we go. -20. Let's try -15, -15. There we go, perfect. Set all of these to that as well. Good. And same patching rectangle as well. Oh, and really what we're worried about here is the presentation rectangle. So let's do that. We'll steal these numbers, they're fine. I really just want these to all be the same size. So I'm going to copy and paste all the dimensions from one into the presentation rectangle for the other three. And now we can just sort of scoot these around a bit. I wonder which one is which. We'll find out. Okay, There we go. There we go. Let's look at our arguments. Did we lose our arguments? Shit. That's okay. We can steal that from our earlier version of this patch. Now I am going to do a save as. Let's call this 3. Great. Now, yeah, let's finish futzing with this for a second. There's our comments. We will re-add these arguments in a moment so we know which one is which. Let's take these and put them here. Something like that would be much cleaner. Let's see if that fits. Nope. Alright, let's scoot these up a little bit. Let's make these guys a little smaller. Yep. Well, perhaps what we can do is horizontally. Something like this. Then we'll make these a little bigger. Yeah, like that. That's good. That looks much cleaner. Sweet. So yeah, conceptually, the user comes in here. They select their device. They can see input happening. And then they map their joysticks. And now we've got this patch to clean up. And then we'd probably want to have them choose a scale and a root note at the same time that they are mapping their joysticks. So let's see. What do we want to do there? I really kind of want these on top. But first, let's make sure we haven't broken anything. Let's have a sip of tea. Consider our thoughts. Yeah, so really I'm thinking about this. The user comes in here, they select their controller, they see the buttons happening. They should immediately see the joysticks happening on the XY planes here. They can map those. And then, yeah, probably the next thing I would want is to choose a scale. So let's move this over and see where we can fit this into our interface. These are sort of our main dudes here. And then we're going to take some extra junk out of this. The scales here correspond to the note controls in here. So we probably want them next to each other conceptually. Really would like these to take up less room. I think we can do it. Let's make this a little smaller, and then we can jump back in here and make some music and make sure we haven't broken anything. So we can shrink that there. This line here is where we have, this is our view space for our live patch. That's what Ableton gives you. You can see it shows up there. Well, you know what we could do? Let's open this up. Let's just get rid of these comments here, because we can add those in outside of this patch. That gives us a bunch more room. There we go. Nice. Scoot these down. Scoot them up. There we go. Okay. Much better. Because we were repeating ourselves there. We don't need that. Line those up. Line these up. Now we can take these up here, make them just a little smaller. Nice. Scoot this over here. Sweet. And now we can have some kind of label in this space. Bring that down. Make these a little smaller. So we don't need to be super detailed here. We just want to see that it's working. Right. And then that goes there. Looking good. Cool. Perfect. Line that up. Awesome. All right. Now what we can do is say left joystick. Put that there. Right joystick. Put that here. Nice. Nice symmetry. And now tea. And now all we need to do is say we need to comment these. So this says now map and this is going to say min and max. Let's copy that. Good. Now we just need a way to show that these are X and Y. Scoot that over just a bit. Line that up there. And make a little more room here. Getting there. Yeah, here's what we'll do. This might not be the most perfectly clean UI, but it's better than what we had. Oops. X and a little arrow. And Y with a little arrow. And this is, of course, a lesson that I'm still learning, chat, but you can also start to learn it. Don't shoot for perfection, just shoot for better than what you have. Because if you're always shooting for perfection, you'll never finish anything. And I want to finish this so that we can start new things. There we go. Perfect. Y, X, map, min, max. I think that's much cleaner. All right. There's all of this. I think it's pretty clear what this does, but I suppose we could keep this comment. You know what? That's pretty... Well, nah, alright, whatever. Probably better to say something that's very short. Cool. Alright, make that the same length here. Much better. Save. Alright. Now, I want to look at the old one for just a second so that we can see what our arguments were that we lost on that B-patcher. Oh, we didn't have any. How strange. How is this hooked up? Oh, right. We don't need arguments. These are the same. They're just receiving data from each of our joysticks through an inlet here. Okay, we're good then. That should still work. Let's get rid of this. Let's drink some tea. And let's open our new one. There it is. Cool, so we've got the toggles in here. We've got a much nicer looking interface. Yeah, that's getting much better. And the other thing I'd like to bring in is the button mashing stuff. That'd be neat. I would call that a mission. Alright, so select our controller, see if we got buttons. We do indeed. Wonderful. Okay, the L and R2 ones could be a little bit brighter. They're a little hard to see. That's a quick thing to fix. Let's select our happy little buttons here and give them some color. Let's make the blank color. What do we have for these guys, actually? Huh. Well, you can't see it here, so let's give these a brighter color. Let's make these match too. Everybody gets bright colors. Let's make it green. Because green means good and go. Save. Close. Let's go. Select the controller. Much better. Alright, nice. Much better. Cool, cool. Now let's check our joysticks. Those are indeed working. Cool. Let's select a scale. Let's start mapping these. D-Alien. Yay! Alright, next up, this guy. Let's clean up our buttons patch, and let's get... Yeah, I think the only things we're missing here are we should test our special attack, and we should get the button mashing controls in. So this guy, this heckin' guy. Let's open you up. I'm not changing anything about functionality here. I'm just gonna hide some stuff. So I'm not gonna save as because I don't want to reassign all of these patches. Actually, that's dumb. I'm gonna save as just in case. This is gonna be called a backup. Then I'm gonna close it because we know this works. And now I'm going to open the one that we're using back up. We don't have to reassign anything, and we're free to fuck things up if we want to. Cheers to that. Okie dokie. So first of all, this guy we don't need. Let's remove from presentation. Ah, much better. We might want some velocity controls, but we have the D-pad for that now, and we don't really need it. Let's get rid of this. We also definitely don't need this gain. I'm just getting rid of shit that we have not had to use at all. We can make music without all of this stuff. These are good for kind of monitoring things, but if we trust that things work, we don't need them. I might keep the note on and then just change the way it looks in the interface a little bit. Let's get a little fancy here, chat. Let's remove all this stuff. We don't need it. Not what I meant. Not this. You get to stay. Everybody else go away. And this special little button, the Note On button, excuse me, we're going to make the background transparent. Excuse me again. Yes. And we're going to make... Let's make the blink color green again. It would be nice if that matched. Let's go see what green we're using over here real quick. We're gonna click on this little hashtag here and copy the hex value. Then we can paste that in over here and we'll know that it matches. And let's see. Actually, a really fancy way we could do this is with a panel. That would be nice. Okay, here we go. We're gonna make this background the interior color transparent. Oh, we don't want a gradient. Just color fill, transparent. Good. And then the border color, we're going to start with pasting in our hex value. And let's see, let's open up the help file, because what I want to do is flip this between two values so that we can see it light up when a note happens. And that'll be awesome. Border 3, so that changes the size of our border. How do we set the border? There we go, border color. So I think if I say bow, no. I guess let's get out of presentation mode here. Let's put this over here where it's out of the way, and I think messages, border color. That's what we want. So I'm just going to monitor this in a message box to see exactly what it's... Oh, come on now. What? That's a different thing. Oh, interesting. So, ATTRUI. This is new to me, actually, so we can learn this together, chat. So click to show all object attributes. Neat. Click to edit the value. Connect to objects to inspect attributes. And... Alright. Advanced. Only display specific attributes, display all attributes, appearance. So I just want to know how to do this in a message box, that's all. No. Oh my god. There it is. Border color. Can I just, like, print? this? Nope, doesn't like that. Okay, fine. So I think this just means I can say border color $1. Let's see if that works. And then if I give this a hex color, let's get rid of this. We'll try 0, 0. That. And let's give it a border size that's larger. There we go. 10. Oh man. Oh, thank you, Teeth and Grave says toots. Thank you for cheering. Oh man. Oh, let's Google this. This is easy enough. This should be a simple thing. Change. Okay, we'll start with max MSP, change border color on panel object references. There we go. Oh, change only alpha. That's what I want to do, actually. Great. If you look at the inspector, when you have the panel selected, you can actually click the background, fill color. I don't want to change the background, but drag it into your patcher as a message. Oh, hey, that's a good trick. That's right. Oh, yo, you can do this. That's right. So if we go in here, I think you can just... there's like a... You can just drag this... Yeah. Oh, it just gives you this thing again. What am I missing here? So I just want to change this dynamically. For fuck's sake. Alright, back to Google. Okay. Here's a patch demonstrating what I meant. For some reason I can't get ATTR to listen to panels background fill color. Okay. Technically a dictionary. This is also just a different thing. We want the border color. Border around the panel. Hi, I'd like to make an interface where word gets a border around when they are activated. Okay. In Max 5, you can give any color, including alpha channel for transparency, to the background and border. Yes. In Max 4, you could make the panel visible, set the interior color to the same as your toes and background. Yes. That's what I want. Well, let's see what they're doing. That's a receive. Dispatcher. BRGB. Well, this doesn't seem like what we want. Pretty sure BRGB is background. Oh my god, I did not want to get hung up on this. This is stupid. Border 3, rounded. You can do shapes. Miscellaneous. Click me. Get shadow. Nice. Well, that looks nice. Format palette to create gradient panels. Border color. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's exactly what we want. But I would like it to not be through this thing, thank you. I I guess we can mess around with it in here. So, border, color, panel. Oh, it's a float. Maybe that's the thing. 1.0. Sure. What's this do? There, that turns it to red. Okay. Sure. How about 2.0? No. Okay. Red is fine, I suppose. Okay, so it's doing the brightness here. That's fine. So what does 0 look like? That would be fine. I would like to just change. So 0 would be black. Okay, yeah, sure. You know what? That's fine. Cool. Fine. So if I make this a $1, can I have it be changeable? Let's put a float in here. See what happens when I drag this. Good. Alright, groovy. Close this, don't save. Let's make this a smaller than 10 border, something like 3. That's nice. And let's go and paste this in. So it didn't like hex colors, that was the problem. It just wants a float for some reason. And I fail to see how this is useful if there's no way that you can see what it's outputting. Grump. But whatever. Fine. Let's go grab our hex color again. We can close that. Copy. Get back in here. We can delete that now. Go in here and let's paste. There we go. And now, oh, what is this? Oh my god. Why is the background turning red? That's really scary. What the hell? Did we accidentally set our background color of our patch to red? What is happening? What the fuck? Let's copy this. Let's close this and not save, for the love of God. Alright, let's reopen this. The sky is turning red. Thank you, Teeth Engraved. We've broken the world. I always knew I'd have a hand in it. Okay, now again, let's remove. Let's remove all of this. Let's remove this. Okay. And now this is our node on, that's our node off. And nothing is red now. We good? Let's paste this in. Good. And now what we can do is just grab these bangs so we've got one for node on, one for node off. Just gonna connect these directly so we can do like trigger 1 and trigger 0 for node off. Plug that in. Drag this over here. Drag this over here. So node off. Oh, we ignored click on these. Okay, that's fine. Let's just test it real quick. So if I go 0 here, it goes black, great. And if I go 1 here, it goes red. Fine. That's very odd, but fine. As long as the whole patch isn't turning red. We're going to call that good enough. Add to presentation. It's already in the presentation. And we want to save this as black by default. Let's go there. Let's delete this. Now this is all I wanted, chat. Was this asking too much? Let's put the stupid border around the stupid keyboard. There. Nice. Now let's take these buttons out of presentation. Let's drink some tea before we get too grumpy. And now we can scoot this up here. Yeah. We'll just add a little note. Yeah, let's put this all the way up. Let's put a little comment here that says, choose note. Let's take this and this up. So this is really all you need to see, I think. You can choose a note. You can see when it's on or off. And you can activate your special attack. And I think we can also clear this just a little bit. But let's save this. Save. I'm going to open this guy up. I'm going to make this say just regular old clear. We have, so for a special attack, all we're doing is choosing a set of notes that will be either randomized or trigger the next one as you click your button. So it's not just one note per button anymore. Let's just make this say randomize. There, that's shorter. Beautiful. And no one's going to be manually triggering the next note. That was more for debugging. So let's remove it from presentation. And that guy can come up here. So you can see your notes as they come out. Looks good. Save. Close. Much smaller. Much nicer. Yeah, love it. And yeah, close that. And one other thing we need is just a label to show us which button this is, and we can do that with a message box that just says 1. Hashtag 1, rather. And I think that should show us the current patch. Nice. It does indeed. We don't need this comment anymore, really. Yep. Let's make that. Ooh. Let's make all of these a little shorter. Sweet. Teeth Engraved says the last 10% of a project is always the most time consuming. That is so true. When you're just getting started, it's all broad strokes. You just want something to kind of work. And when you're getting close to the end, now you're getting into the little fiddly details, those last little bugs you don't find until the very end. The interface details like this. But you should take that as a sign of encouragement, because that means you're getting close. And don't give up. So let's save this. I have a feeling we don't have quite enough room here, though. One sec. Open original. Yeah, one thing we want to do is let's just get in here real quick and make this a bit more horizontal. Then we'll have space to see it all. Scoot this down. Put this up here. Put this over here. We'll put just like a little arrow here, so that you can see this is the input and this is the output. There, much better. That should do it. We can scoot this up just a bit. And you're not going to see this unless you activate it. Awesome. Okay. There it is. Nice. Hey, that looks so much cleaner. Friggin' awesome. If I move that down just a couple pixels, those will be aligned. Perfect. Let's take these guys and align them as well. Awesome. All right. So, yeah, that's good for now. This has nothing to do with us, I think. Our error messages are gone, so that's a good thing. Okay, so let's save this. Let's close it. It would be nice if we didn't have all this blank space right here. Okay, yeah, last little detail. So now that I'm looking at this, I think what we want is the special attack to appear horizontally next to our little keyboard. So that's alright. All we need to do is this. This is the last thing on the right of our patch, so no worries there. We have a bit more room here, so let's scoot this down a bit. Let's scoot this down a bit. Maybe make these a bit bigger. Yeah, let's have a bigger keyboard. Also, this needs to be behind the keyboard so that you can click on it. Send to back. There we go. Make this guy bigger? Can we make this bigger? No. Yes. Bigger. We also probably don't need it quite that wide. Let's go in here. And how many keys do we want to see? Number of keys, 48. Let's make this, let's try 36. Because we have octave switches now, so this doesn't need to be gigantic. That's better. Alright. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Scoot that into place. Nice. That's going to say choose a note. This is going to show us our button. We'll make it long. And now that should be lined up pretty nicely. Sick. Let's just line these guys up. There we go. Beautiful. These two vertically, these two horizontally. And these should be horizontally. This is the one thing that I will say is nicer about using... You know what? Actually, I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say CSS is nicer because you can just set this with a number, but CSS is nasty in other ways. Okay, that looks much better. Save. Close. Now what we want to do is make these wider. because we want to have room for activating a special attack. Hopefully I'm not just changing the L2 button here. We're gonna see. Alright, cool. Save. Hey, that's looking like a real max patch. Haha. Cool. Alright, let's see what we've broken. Select our controller. Hey, nice. Look at that. Now you can easily see our buttons are lighting up over here. And you can see the visual feedback over here that our keyboard flashes. And you can see which button we're pressing above it. And it says choose a note. And if you activate the special attack... Uh-oh. We should be seeing it over there. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. What did we break? Oh, well. Oh, it's because it was on a different button. Hold up. Wait. Square. No, we should be seeing that. What happened? Let's get back in here for a second. There it is. Works in here. Well, now that's rather odd. Alright, well that's weird, but we'll come back to it. I would say this is progress. You know, maybe we just need to reload it. Let's close this. Let's reload. Huh. That's weird as hell. Okay. Well, we're going to take a real quick break, and then we're going to come back and make some music and make sure that we haven't broken anything. Gonna be awesome. Stick around, chat. Nope, wrong scene. That one. Alright, we are back. Fix the green screen. Okay. I'd really like to know why this isn't working, but... Okay. 2 minutes to see if we can get the special attack to work here. PlayStation 3 controller. Buttons are working. What? Why? Okay. Open the patch. Works there. What's the problem? Weird. Oh. I think you're getting some lag. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see me. Apparently my be right back scene is stuck. I'm gonna try turning it off and on again. There we go. Alright. Well, hope for the best. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm seeing. But as far as I can tell, things are working. You're probably just getting some lag or something. Okay, cool. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, you know. Oh, here we go. Weird. Okay, so when I lock this... No, that does work. Weird. Doesn't work here. Weird. Oh well, okay, that's one for next week. But we've certainly made some progress here. Let's make some music and make sure we haven't broken things. Back to Aeolian. E. Lovely. joysticks are joysticking. Let's see if we've labeled these correctly, and let's assign them to something. So I think that this should be fun. Let's try assigning this to the sends. I'm going to do Y to A. Great. Let's see if that works. So that should be... Hey, good. We got it right, chat. So that's left joystick up, down. Nice. And let's do X going to send B. Nice. All right, cool. Hitting some CPU here. That's okay. And get rid of the reverb. Get rid of the delay. Do some different stuff here. Let's try putting a pedal over here. Nice. We're getting some kind of odd crackle, but whatever. All right, well. Let's go grab a different reverb and put it over here. Shimmer. Might be something with the DX7 patch. Weird. Let's try a different patch. All right. Mysterious. So mysterious that we're not hearing it. What else can we try? Bloodsport. Totally. Oh, I can hang with that. Wicked 80s. Love it. Cool. All right. I'm not really digging the sends thing. Let's just put these directly on the patch. Also serves to test out what happens to the mapping if you change something like that. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna come back over to the... Let's grab a reverb. Cool, so that's fine. Let's grab our pedal. Let's put it over here. That's nice. Right, notes off. Now let's do Y over to wet dry, X over to this wet dry. Nice. Awesome. Okay, so last thing to check. Let's get a little crazy. Let's open another synth. And... let's go to Arturia. Let's go to Jupiter, perhaps. And Astral Voices, always good. Now let's go to Max for Live. And let's put our patch over here as well. Oh no, wait. Oh no, 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 wait. It might not like that. Stop it. Oh, we have some conflicts with our joysticks here. I see. That might be okay. They're still working, they're just jiggling a bit. Alright, I was curious. Okay, well, you know what we can do, though. Let's delete this, and yeah, it's happy again now. Get rid of that. New MIDI track. Put this down. Drag these over here. And now MIDI from... We want to go from track 1 and over here as well. And now hopefully, as we play here, we get to play both. Neat. Let's see if our mappings still work. They do. Sick. Nice. Alright, now let's just map the other joystick over here. Let's do resize window. Much better. Okay, maybe that's a little small. There we go. Let's do filter. Filter's always good. Almost done. Do, 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 do. All right. Cut off and resonance. We'll do map Y to resonance and X to cut off. Looks like that worked. Turn the resonance down a bit. Alright. Nice, that's working. Oh, we just got our Y and our X upside down. We'll make a note of that. That's okay. So that's X. This is Y. So let's make that a little bit lower here because we don't want to blow our ears. And nice, that should do it. Sick. And now we have two synths layered, being played with our PS3 controller. And we can control parameters on one with the left joystick, and parameters on the other one with the right joystick. Nice. That's pretty fun. Sick. And with toggle mode working, we get to just mess with joysticks and have fun. Alright, well, I think we are going to call that a stream for tonight. Definitely made some progress. Our interface looks nice. We didn't break anything. Things were connecting. And we were able to play two synths at once. I would call that a pleasure. And I'm going to make a real quick note of these two bugs for next time so we don't forget. So we have to, yep, we still have one. We need to unmap a control. We need to figure out why the patcher for special moves is invisible. And the right joystick X and Y mapping controls are reversed.